Hey, what's up YouTube? I will do this in English today instead of German for the sake of this video because we got some new support. ORCUST best deck again. Okay, not really best deck. I think it's gonna be a great tier 2 contender, but not tier 1 definitely. There's some other stuff which is of course better than ORCUST, but I mean it's still in my heart the best deck, and I'm really happy about these link monsters. We got Galatea I. I'm not sure if it's a I or a 1. Yeah, the Link 1 monster and also a new Link 4 monster. This is basically Bailings on crack, just to keep it short, and I will show you some combos today. Funny enough, these got leaked somehow before YCS lead, I think, and I already made some thoughts about that on how to utilize them. So I will just go through all the stuff I had in my mind about these. We will start with Girsu as our normal summon. You can also go for normal summon Hapora, which is cool, I think. But let me start with Girsu. Just to show you what you can do with the new Link monsters. So we can normal summon Girsu and use the effect to send Hapora, of course. Which is very essential. This is some spicy deck as I'm playing right now. I want to have a deck for probably I will do this in German again, but some spice I'm playing right now. Yeah, Girsu sends upper, of course, a decline. Then you can use the effect of Girsu to make some tokens. Funny thing about these tokens is if you have impulse in hand, you can use impulse in the Nibiru. It's a little fun fact because your opponent you control a card. That's why this card is really cracked in this deck. Okay, let's go back to the combo. So the requirements for the Link 1 monster is one Orcus or World Legacy monster. The token counts as a World Legacy, which is great for us, which means we can link off the token to make a Galatea, new Galatea. The effect of this card is you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard. This is a custom card, by the way, because Dueling Book does not have the new cards yet, so I have to use some custom cards. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, add one Red Legacy monster, or one straight return from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other ORCUST card from your graveyard, splash summon this card, and you can only use each effect once per turn. Also, you can only link summon the new Galatea once per turn. So, which means you can also always end on Babel and Crescendo, which makes like the endboard much better. Definitely. We're gonna use the effect and discard whatever. Let's say Ash. And then we're gonna search our Babel. So this means for us that it doesn't even matter anymore if we draw Nightmare, Skeleton, or World One, these kind of bricks, you can always discard them. So like even drawing like bricks is fine in this deck, you can still discard them. Which makes this deck like even better. Alrighty. Now you can add Babel, which is great. Some other things I thought about this is because you can like add one of the legacy monster. There are some of the legacy monsters which have some nice effects. You can special summon them from hand if you send World One from deck to grave. Some special effects you didn't probably never heard about it, but it is possible. Now we have Babel. You can activate it already if you want. At least it should be on the board. We need this in our endboard, of course. Now we go to the Link to Galatea. Just to go through how to play around Nib too, because I made it come in my mind on playing around Nibio, because this was always my biggest fear while doing some ORCUST combos. This is our 5th summon. Basically, if your opponent activates Nib right here, this is our 5th summon. You can chain like this one and this one to chain our Galatea to set Crescendo from deck, so at least you have Gate on the field. Oh wait, now you can go upper, banishing this one to special summon Nightmare. I can find it somewhere. Yeah, perfect. On this one. Then you can use the link one, banish Girsu, and special summon from grave. And then now go for Galatea effect. You shuffle back the Girsu. And then you can set crescendo, of course. If you're playing like more of an handjob stylish ORCUST deck, you can also go for like return instead, or if you already have crescendo, which is always a value. I think on that point it's also possible to do something at this point. But otherwise we're gonna set crescendo. That's I think obvious. Now we can overlay Dingisu. Like this. I think there's a button actually where you can attach, but never mind. And then you're gonna link these off for Masquerena. So there are some combos which ends on Dueling 4. But my opinion about this one is I think this card is great. This card is great if you use it on turn 2 or going second. I don't think it's a really good card to end on with as an import type of card. I mean, it has a nice effect that you can add one of your banished box over legacy names, which is fine. Like you can add like Harbor from Banish Pile as some kind of follow up, which you can normal summon then and then link off again, which is cool. But otherwise, I don't think that the Snatch Steal with this effect isn't that impactful enough in this environment of the game. That's why I think that's ending on Masquerade is still the best way possible. Also, if you look at the setup, we have like these. You have Crescendo, you have Bubble. You actually can just move it over there, but it doesn't even matter actually. If you look at this, you have Nominee Negate. We still have the normal setup with Nightmare and Harp and Grave, which means we can have easy access to Skeleton. Even if like one of these two gets Ash, that's fine because we still have access to Skeleton to revive Girsu, which is good. Also we have Masquerena, which enables us to go into SP, and SP is still a really good interrupt. You can also like go for this one if you really want to summon this one, just snatch steal whatever thing there you want to snatch steal. But as I said before, I think this is not good as an endbot type of card. Maybe in the grand game, but not in the first turn. If Masquerena still exists, because this is still the best figure you can have. Well, endbot card, I think, for this type of build. As I said before, I think it's really great to break boards because if you link this off for like access code, for example, like you can just snatch steal something, link this off into access code, push this into with 4K, and then you can remove with this one again. Like this says you can target one of your banished orcus over legacy cards. You can edit, and then you can just shuffle back one of your card from your hand into your deck to just snatch steal someone. It's on target to snatch steal actually, which is correct. And if the card is in your graveyard because it was sent there from the extra monster on this turn, you can banish it and then send one card from the field graveyard. Like this is removal and snatch steal. It takes like 2 cards at once. You can also pop with Axe Code again, and then you revive one of your Orcust with whatever, either World One or Skeleton to summon this one, so like you clearing like 4 cards. So that's crazy, and I think it's a really good card if you want to break board, but not as a kind of card you want to end on. I think the setup is fine. Like, even though if your opponent nips you here as on this point where you just set up your board, that's still fine because basically in the end, your opponent just swaps the bureau for a masquerader. That's it, because you can still like Splash some this one from Grave as a quick effect because we have Babel, and we still have the Girsu in Graveyard. Just for a card. Like, okay, we still have to discard something for the Galatea, but still you have to still like 3 other cards in hand, which could be like hand jobs or in jobs. Like this, for example, if we have like 3 non-engine, which are really strong. And we still have like our setup, so we should be safe at that point. And also like we should have enough setup to go into uh this one to add like half from our banish pile and just go again from that point. So that is really cool. Okay, this is the combo with normal Sam Gisu, and a real advantage about like this deck is you can easily like play into Nip without getting damaged too much from the Nibiru. As I said before, but like Nibiru was always like my biggest fear in August. Get nipped and or nothing. So like I was already trying to make a client where I can still add on like Babel on the field with some kind of setup in the graveyard to summon Dingirsu. And now with that, it's like much chilled for me at least. I will just take some random cards, I guess, for the sake of the combo. Just to just let me show you how to play with only hard power. So now because we have the link 1, which is, as I said before, Bailey's on crack. You can now just normal some harp and this is full combo. You don't need to play like the Warriors again. You don't need to play Scrap Recycler. You can just go for like normal summon, like 6 normal summons, basically 3 gears of harp. That's it. I think this is still consistent enough to do with that. Alright, let's go. Let's run through the harp combo or the normal harp line. You can normal this, link into the link 1. The biggest issue about this kind of play is you lose very hard to Ash Blossom or even Impulse. Like if your opponent has these, that's the literally game. But otherwise, let's just pretend that they don't have Ash or something. Of course, we're gonna use this effect and add a bubble. This is so cracked. This is unbelievable that they came up with this. I really love the support. I really love it. Okay. We're gonna use Harpo to summon Girsu from deck. Um, Usually I do summon Nightmare all the time if I combo some stuff. But in this case, I just want to have Girsu as a banish fodder for the Lingwand Galatea. We're gonna use the effect on some Nightmare. And then we can link off these 2. It also feels great to have this one, to be honest, because we don't have Flickering anymore, which really hurts for this deck. Now you have like something to convert your token into a dark monster, which is very crucial if you're locked into darks, which is really great. We're gonna summon Galatea, and now you can just do your combo at that point. We're gonna use Nightmare. Oh, don't vanish it face down. I'm sorry. Oh my god. It's not that easy with the laptop, to be honest, but I will try my best. We banish World Font. Gonna use World Font's effect to summon either Harp or Nightmare. I do prefer summoning Harp on that point. Now we're gonna use Galatea's effect to shuffle back the World Font, and then we go that's Crescendo. Alright. So now we can go for the Gisse again as usual. Oh, perfect. Gonna use this. Gonna make Masquerena. And then yeah, we can at that point call end phase. if you want, and then go for perfect, banish, and special summon. So this is our end bar again. We have the same setup, just normal summon Harper, and we still have the Omni, we have the interrupts with Masquerena, we have the Girsu Grave, we have everything. This is kind of the goal I've reached to myself, and I thought about this combo because I already knew that we're always gonna have Babel, that's fine. But now with Crescendo, you have an Omnigate all the time. You have a very powerful feat spell, which is if you read this one, it's just cracked that everything becomes like quick effects. You have Masquerena, Best Bay. You have Girsu, which is a like non-target send, which is great. And I still think if you want to play this, need to combine this with another engine. Like you can play this with Sky Striker, you can play this with Rose, and you can also play this with Azamina. I still think that the synergy with Azamina is the best one right now, which I'm cooking right now. And yeah, these are some combos I have for you guys with the new support. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, let me just hear about your thoughts about the new support. What you think about these combos? Is there something to improve? But yeah, I think this is the best way to go if you wanna like end on Barbell Crash, all your resources and stuff, and play through Nibiru. Yeah. Also the Hopline plays much better into hand traps. I think if your opponent has like Wayla or something, perm should be you should be good about that. And yeah, that's it for the video. See you guys next time. Goodbye.